The North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Pre-need to at-need, funerals, burials, and cremation since the mid-70s. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home provider is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg, 256-245-4361. In obituary news this morning, Jerry Lee Lackey of Munford died November 14th at the age of 80. A memorial service for Mr. Lackey will be held on Sunday, November 23rd at 10 a.m. at his Answer Ministries Church of Munford, Alabama. Mr. Lackey was a native of Munford, a graduate of Munford High School, and pastor at his Answer Ministries Church. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Coach Earl Lewis passed away yesterday at the age of 87. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will announce the funeral arrangements. Mr. Robert Hastings died on Saturday. Sylacauga Health and Rehab, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing the arrangements. And Mr. Jacob Hill passed away on Saturday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing the funeral arrangements. Sarah Webb Shaw passed away, and visitation for Ms. Shaw will be November the 19th at Radley Smith Funeral Home from 11 until noon. Funeral service to follow in the chapel at noon with Brother Brian Jones of Sylacauga's First Assembly of God officiating. Graveside service to follow in Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Ms. Shaw was a longtime member of Sylacauga's First Assembly, where she was filled with the Holy Spirit, faithfully praised the Lord, and prayed daily over her family and friends. Radley Smith Funeral Home in charge of the arrangements for Sarah Webb Shaw. Patsy Keith, age 87, Talladega, died November 13th. Family receiving friends at Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega this evening, 5 till 7 o'clock. Funeral ceremony in her honor will be Tuesday at 11 a.m. at Pine Hill Memorial Park Mausoleum with Todd Henderson officiating. Mrs. Keith was a native and lifelong resident of Talladega and a member of the Trinity United Methodist Church for many years. She graduated from nursing school at Nunley State Technical College and worked as an LPN until her retirement from Citizens Hospital after over 20 years of service. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega directing. Eva Mae Fazell, age 90 of Munford, died November 14th at her residence. Funeral service will be held November the 18th at 2 p.m. at Munford Church of God. Reverend David Lipscomb officiating. Burial in the Hillcrest Cemetery in Munford. Visitation at Ursary Funeral Home November the 18th at 1 p.m. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega in charge of the arrangements. Miss Mae Fazell was a dedicated member of the Munford Church of God. The family wishes to extend their gratitude to Pastor David Lipscomb and the Munford Church of God for all their faithful love and support during Ms. Mae Fazell's care. Eva Mae Fazell, age 90 of Munford, died November 14th, Ursary Funeral Home directing. Staff Sergeant John Jip Elders of Talladega died November 14th at the age of 90. Family receiving friends Tuesday, November 18th from 5 to 7 o'clock. Funeral service at 11 o'clock on Wednesday at Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega. Reverend Kevin Jones officiating. Burial in the Pine Hill Memorial Park. Jip Elders was a native of Talladega and graduate of Talladega High School and Nunley State Technical College. He honorably served and retired from the U.S. Army, where he was a veteran of the Korean and Vietnam conflicts. After his military retirement, he worked and retired from Talladega Board of Education, where he was ROTC teacher. Ursary Funeral Home in Talladega directing. Visitation for Dick Daniel Wyckoff, known as Dickie, He passed away at the age of 62 on November the 12th. Visitation is today, 1 until 2 o'clock at Kilgrove Funeral Home in Pell City. Celebration of life service to follow at 2 with burial in the St. Clair Memorial Gardens. Kilgrove Funeral Home in Pell City in charge of the arrangements. These obituaries this morning, courtesy of Curtis & Son Funeral Home, your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home provider in Sylacauga and Childersburg, pre-need and at-need, funerals, burials, and cremation since 1975. 256-245-4361, Curtis & Son Funeral Home, presenting a look at obituaries this Monday morning.